All right, peace, black family. So let me preference this video by saying that, number one, I respect, appreciate, and honor African-American culture, history, and their connection to the African diaspora. Let me start by saying that. But this video is specifically targeted at the lineage-based ideology of foundational black Americans, because that's what it is. It's not a lineage. It's not a lineage at all. It's an ideology. And you know how is the ideology? Because not all African Americans think like that. That's how I know it's an ideology. Nonetheless, this foundational black American movement thing is not new. Picture above, Marcus Garvey, right? This is his mugshot when he went to federal prison in Atlanta. And you know how he ended up going to federal prison? Because you had people back then who thought like the FBA movement today, and they created the Marcus Garvey Must Go movement. This is a real thing, okay? This is A. Philip Randolph right here, who worked with the FBI, and then you got W.E. Du Bois, who was a confused mulatto, but nonetheless, who worked with the FBI to get Marcus Garvey up out of here, because they was like, nah, you making things hot, my G, with all this African nationalism and all that. We ain't trying to hear all that. So let me be clear. This right here, this Marcus Garvey movement must go. This is way before you had a whole bunch of tethers coming over here to disrupt, foundational black American progress. This was in the 1920s. Okay, so all that talk about, oh, we've always been accepting and da-da-da-da-da, y'all talking cap. Don't chop this video up. Let the whole video play too. Don't chop it up and sound bite me. Okay, now, have there always been a lot of African Americans fighting and thinking African-centered? Yes. But have there been a group of foundational black American thinking people way back then? Yes. Two things can be true at once. The sun and the moon are always out. It just depends on which way the earth is rotating that you see it. All right? So all I'm saying is stop the capping. Y'all ain't had no historical people checking y'all lies, man, with the BS. And for those who read Marcus Garvey's book, the Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, he talks about it right here. Great ideas, no nationality. And he talks about how in the 1920s he was dealing with African Americans or foundational black Americans, not all, who had an issue with him because he was from Jamaica. This is before the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, before tethers, as you may call them, were coming over and sabotaging black Americans. This was way back then. All right? And forgive me if I can't read it because I'm driving right now and I can't read and drive at the same time. But you see it right here. You can read it in a book. Garvey was been having issues with black Americans. Not all. I want to be clear on that. Some of my greatest friends are African Americans. But I'm talking about the ideology of foundational black Americans, not the lineage. And here's the sad part about all this. After they did all that snitching and paperworking on Marcus Garvey, the same way people today talking about they calling ICE on Caribbean people and on Africans and South, did all that. Was getting Caribbean people moved out their homes, breaking up. After they did all that, they still had to deal with white supremacy. Because, as Neely Fuller says, you racial shadowboxing. That's all foundational black Americans are doing. The people who believe in that ideology. That's all you're doing. Racial shadowboxing. You fighting somebody that you feel that you could beat up on, you punching down on, you know what I'm saying? And you're not trying to deal with white supremacy. You're trying to integrate into white supremacy. That is a feminist ideology. Foundational black American ideology is feminism. It's if I get close to master, we can love up on each other, and I can engage in some of his power that he possessed. That's the way women think. Women think if I get close to this man, you know what I'm saying, with his power, his money, then I can become powerful through osmosis. That I can now be the person in charge because my husband is the person in charge. A very feminist ideology. And again, I'm talking about the ideology, not the actual lineage of Africans who were enslaved in America, mixed with indigenous blood, whatever you want to say. I'm not talking about those actual people. I'm talking about the people who believe in foundational Black American, the people who believe that if I get the Africans up out of here, if I get the Caribbeans up out of here, everything gonna be okay. And if you know history, you know if you ain't attacking white supremacy, you just gonna prolong it. But anyway, I'm sure, you know, people gonna call me an idiot or whatever, but the information is there. Do what you want with it. Peace.